Hi everybody, this is Merulu and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. This is a game that has been making waves as really popular and maybe not something that everyone is expecting. So it's actually free to play on Steam. I haven't played, well, I played like maybe a little bit of the intro and I don't know, it seemed kind of interesting. But I didn't get very far into it. But I was told, oh, you gotta play this game, you gotta play this game, you gotta play this game. So I don't know much about it. It seemed fairly typical run-of-the-mill visual novel to me. You know, pretty waifus, whatever. I've been told there's a twist. I don't know what the twist is. So let's go and see what Doki Doki Literature Club's all about. And for those of you that don't know, Doki Doki is like the sound of your heartbeat. So it usually is like, oh, Doki Doki, like, whatever. Just when you're crushing on someone, your heart goes Doki Doki. So anyway. Hey! I don't know. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk together walk to school together on days like this. I don't know, for some reason the text is kind of, but I'll try that again. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but started around high school. She would oversleep more and more frequently. But starting, I can't read. I'm just gonna go to the next frame now, okay? But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just lie and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe only... Oh, I guess my name's already entered. Oh, that's me, okay. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say it like that, but you were young. You were thinking about ignoring me. That's me, Merulu. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Merulu, have you decided on his club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Hold on. Need my Dr. Pepper. I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little bit too much about me, when I'm perfectly content by just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. That totally does sound like me. I was talking about how I'm worried about you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. This sounds like my high school. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look into a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry about me so much makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayuri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello?
Sayuri?
Sayuri must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. Oh, that was me saying Sayuri, not Sayuri saying Sayuri. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I kept you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late at your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought,
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayuri.
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to your club.
Maybe.
Sayuri is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought that it would be fun to help start a new club. She was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have all of this planned out. I let a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go!
And thus, today marks the day I sold out my soul for a cupcake. That is me. I would do that. I dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of this school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here!
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri is always saying nice things about you.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Merulu, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry? Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name's apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayuri.
You can't just ignore her when she gets, or you can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayuri says that quietly into my ear, and then turns her back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki. She's always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you.
And it sounded like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Merulu. Monica smiles sweetly. That was quite the twirl there that she did. I almost knocked my own headset off. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Merulu. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. And as Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there was one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk around the corner of the next room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and the little pieces of chocolate are used to make ears.
So cute! Kawaii!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs the first, then Monica and I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with a mouthful and already has managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
Made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe. But not for, you, dummy. Baka! Baka!
She's totally that tsundere type. I fucking hate tsunderes, man. They're just like, okay, if you're not interested, then don't be interested. Don't act not interested and be interested. You're just playing hard to get, and it annoys the shit out of me. But there's one for every fucking harem game. I guess you just can't help it. But all right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying his tea set. Pardon me? She carefully places a teacup down in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. Dr. Pepper break. My mouth gets dry doing all these voices, you gotta understand. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles and she hears herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me.
So what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori really seemed happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You probably could have been a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year?
Well,
To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised more people aren't in the club yet. It must be really hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort into starting something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we all graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best. You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same girl. Oh! Woo! Monica must have really worked hard just to find all these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining.
Even if he is an icky boy.
I'm not a boy. I'm androgynous. I'm on the spectrum. Oh dear. Though I still don't really know how I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Merulu, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but suddenly keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me down to another world, then I guess I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the club last meeting. It looked like you were writing on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back.
Fine.
Your cupcakes and your poems. Everything about you, dude, as cute as you are.
Sayori saddles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Okay, so if I go any further, I'm gonna probably be going for quite a lot of time because I've already been going I was only gonna go for 15 minutes. I've already gone for longer than that, so I'm gonna stop the video here, but I am gonna do more of this because I'm enjoying doing the voices for these characters, and the characters seem pretty good so far. And I am interested in the story. So we're gonna do more of this. So I'm gonna say thanks for watching. Make sure you turn in for the next part. Also, make sure you follow me on Facebook or Twitter to catch up with what I'm doing. I've been posting a lot of updates specifically on Twitter for Twitch. Whenever I'm going on Twitch streams and stuff, you can follow me there, follow me on Facebook, just to see what I'm doing, you know. If you want to catch up with me, that's where you'll do it. So we'll see you in part 2 of Doki Doki Literature Club, and we'll find out what's going on. Bye!